Hey guys, Kevin Faddy here and welcome to this webinar on Sunday for the I Am Coaching Guide. So before we get going guys, I just want to do a quick sound check and see if you guys can see my screen. So yes, excellent. For some reason I do not have sound here, but that is okay. Okay guys, I appreciate everybody showing up on a Sunday. Let us know where you're from, let us know your first, last name, let us know what time it is guys. We're going to wait a few minutes until we get started. We know more and more people are going to come in. Welcome David, welcome Craig, Gerder, excellent. Saudi Arabia, Indian, Leeds, New Zealand, Vancouver, Canada, excellent guys, Vietnam. Really appreciate it guys. I expect a lot of guys, especially in the United States, are up very early for this webinar, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, taken away from your family day. I really do appreciate that guys. Generally in my business I do not work on Sundays. I usually work on Saturdays, but it's just worked out best. And I understand, let's say some people have jobs Monday to Saturday and they're available on a Sunday morning. Annie from Philadelphia, welcome. Slow down, the words are choppy due to the sound system. Okay guys, let me know if anyone else is having any sound issues and I can adjust the microphone a little bit. Excellent guys, we got a lot on this webinar tonight. Audio's great, all good, excellent guys. And some of you guys might be able to see your first name on your last name and it might be showing the same. That was a little mistake when I was automating people to sign up for the webinar, so I do apologize. Peter Benson from Western Australia, welcome. Okay guys, we got a lot of awesome content we're going to cover today. I got a webinar and you guys should be able to see. Thank you for joining us today. Your host today is myself, Kevin Faddy. So let me see. The great news for you guys today is I do not do webinars like anybody else. There's no big pitch or there's no hyped up sales letter. I don't hold back on anything, and you can ask me absolutely any question before, during or after the webinar and you will get a proper reply. The other thing is I'm actually really bad on selling at webinars. My mentors actually advised me to offer less values on webinars and I refused. So that's the truth guys. My general conversions when I try to sell in a webinar are generally a little bit lower than average, simply because I deliver a lot of value on the webinars and I have people saying stop delivering value, sell the content. It's not something I want to do. I want to give as much value as possible to you guys so you can actually learn a lot from this webinar. So I hope that's okay with everybody. Give me a yes, give me a no, let me know what you think. Yes. Excellent guys, excellent. Okay, we got more and more people coming in. Excellent. Welcome everybody. So, okay, I want everyone to walk away today knowing exactly what's needed to set up your own successful coaching program. And it doesn't matter what amount of experience you have, guys. If you're completely new or you've been online a few years, you're going to have all the knowledge and details here today. And if you love the content, I'm going to reveal absolutely everything. You will get a chance to purchase this course using a special discounted link. So, any questions so far? How much is the duration of this webinar? This webinar will be approximately 45 minutes long. It could be an hour, it could be an hour and a half, or it could be longer. Basically, I will be around to answer as much questions as possible. But all in all, it should be around 45 minutes of awesome content for you guys. So what we're going to cover is the I Am Coaching Guide, the main front-end product, the I Am Coaching Pro Upgrade, the 10K in 21 days training program, and what you need to automate this. Everything what you need to set up this program and how we automate it. And then we're going to have a no restrictions questions and answers session. So, okay guys, first off, I'm just going to go show you the website and just give you an idea, kind of explain what the next 3 slides are going to be about. The main course includes a PDF training guide. As you can see, lots of awesome content here. I'm not going to read through the whole book for you guys, but what I have done here in the slideshow is I've titled The Chapters, from chapter 1, 2, 3, all the way to chapter 10. We have 3 different slides, and I'm just going to talk about each chapter basically in my own words and answer any questions you have. So basically reveal this part of it. That's the first part of the course, guys. Will there be a replay available? There will be a replay available, but if you leave this webinar, let's say in the next 45 minutes or an hour, you will lose out on the special discount link. So that's important, and I will actually be posting a webinar out. If you're on the webinar and you have to leave, you can just contact our support desk. So I think that's important. I really appreciate everyone who actually attended this webinar. So guys, stick around to the end. You're going to have access to some awesome content and a discount link, which will be only available to the guys who are actually here on the webinar. So, okay, before I go through all the slides, guys, I'm going to dig straight into the content and the book, and basically talk about it. Let me just put it up here on the other screen. So I've got some notes to work with as well, guys. Okay, chapter 1 was the introduction of the book, and basically it just goes over my history. As I said, I don't want to hype up this webinar, but it just goes over my history of selling high-ticket coaching programs. I've been online since 2008, and 2007, 2008 full-time, and what we've generated at this stage, we've generated just under $2 million in sales. As we spent up a few different times. We started off doing list building, and we made a lot of money in that. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, I moved my basically what I was doing online, I moved it towards product creation. And I suppose in the last 2 years, we've moved heavily towards coaching and consulting. Now, coaching and consulting is something I'm doing since 2010. And obviously, I think after about 6 weeks after I started going full-time online, I was selling my own coaching program for $400 up to $1,000. So I was completely new. I didn't have a lot of experience, but I was still going out there and making sales for $400 and $1,000. That money gave me the investment, basically it gave me revenue to invest in my business and help my business grow. So that was, I suppose, it really, really helped me at the beginning. So in the first chapter of the book, guys, I just go over that story. I tell you what I've done in the past and my experiences. I also mentioned actually one very important part at the very start of the book. I said to you guys, I mentioned that I don't have a college degree. I don't have qualifications in anything, but I'm still able to go out and charge people, could it be $1,000, $5,000 or $10,000 for coaching and consulting and services. Businesses, local and international businesses, are more than happy to work with me and pay me that amount of money without qualifications, without any college degrees, without being famous. So I think the point I want to make, I suppose, there would be, if I can do this, anyone and everyone on this webinar can do this. Very, very important. Okay, next is chapter 2. I'm going to talk about the types of coaching programs we sold before 2014. And I'm just going to give you 4 examples here. And inside the PDF, we break down all the numbers, we break down what worked and what didn't work. But just a quick outline here. Just one sec, guys. So this was around 2012 as example 1. 2011, 2012, we were launching a membership site, and the membership site was actually $97 per month. And from there, we brought a new customer into a coaching application form. They set up a time for a call, and from there we pitched a $1,000 coaching program or a $5,000 reseller program. This was pretty well automated because the $1,000 included lifetime access to the membership. We were selling for $97, and they got some extras. And the $5,000 price point was giving them a reseller license to our actual program where they could resell it and earn 80% commission. So it worked out really well in this sense, and we made a lot of money. Tim Becker is the next one. Let's move on to example number 2. I think if anyone's online, let's say 7 or 8 years, you would recall a lot of the internet marketing launches used to be on ClickBank. And this was before JVZoo even existed. And it was very, very popular then that if someone did a launch, let's say they were bringing in 1,000 new customers, there would be a back-end webinar where they would sell a higher priced product. It's something that worked then, and it still works very well today. So at that time, I partnered up with a guy called Jesse Regan. Jesse is from North Dakota, I think, yeah, North Dakota. And he was Tim Becker's launch manager, and I was a partner with him on another product as well. So the connection was already there, and he contacted Tim and said, would he be willing to do a webinar for our higher price product to all his new customers from his launch on ClickBank? So Tim agreed, and I suppose, long story short, more about it in the book. We ended up with 600 people signed up to the webinar, 250 attended, and we ended up doing just over $25,000 in sales on that particular webinar. So there was, it was a massive payday for me. It was my first attempt to do something like this, and it worked out really, really well. We made $25,000. Okay, we're on to example number 3. We could say this one didn't work to our expectations after our previous tests. So to give you an example, myself and Jesse had a very, very large email database. We had lots of subscribers, and we purchased at the time, this is probably going back 4.5 years ago, we purchased a massive amount of solo ads, and we ended up with, I think, almost 850 people signed up to the webinar, and only 150 showed up, and we only made $3,000 in sales. So from the previous webinar, we made $25,000, and from this webinar, we made $3,000. So we kind of call it a failure, but we learned a lot about the traffic, we learned a lot about the process. So that was just another example. Okay, this next one was extremely effective and extremely profitable. We had part of our $97 a month membership program was a Skype coaching group, and from there we had 50 customers inside a group, which we post updates to daily. So we had all these customers in our friends contact list. We're instantly able to send them a private message. So we contacted everyone with a private message asking them would it be interested in upgrading their membership and getting a higher priced coaching program. So this worked out really, really well. And let me just go back here, guys. This is number 5 here. Present. Okay, we're on number 4, the Skype messages. This worked out well because we ended up sending a message to 50 customers, and we ended up doing, let me just pull up the PDF, guys, so I can give you the exact numbers. I haven't used the PDF notes yet. I'll be able to find it a lot quicker. Okay, exactly. This ended up in $12,979 in sales from this exact process here. And we ended up, I think, selling six different programs. And it was extremely profitable. Our EPCs were massive again. So all this again, guys, I suppose, was when I was starting off with internet marketing, when I hadn't got a lot of experience, and we were able to do this. Right, another extremely effective way, and again, some people try this out and it works, but I don't see it as often. For us, it worked really well. We ran a WSO offer where people paid us $30 to get on a 45-minute consulting call. On the WSO sales letter, we clearly stated that the $30 was an application fee for our coaching program, so anyone that purchased that particular product knew that they were going to get pitched a coaching program. The success rate was basically around 80% because everyone knew what was to come. On top of that, we offered for the $30, we gave them 1 month's free access to our program for $97 a month. So we gave them a free trial, and if they didn't take us up in the coaching program, they might have stuck around and paid $97 a month. So it worked really well. We ran this for the best part of 6 weeks, and it sold. Okay, in chapter 10, I cover the mistakes to come. In chapter 3, I cover the mistakes to come. To explain that, and let me just, okay, well basically in this chapter, this was 2014 when I tried to take my business offline, I plan to scale everything up a lot. I plan to do more launches. I plan to have more partners and more customers and not charge proper prices. That's the easiest way to put it. And it was probably one of the biggest mistakes in my internet marketing career over the past 8 years. And it was one of the slowest years of growth. And I explain all that in the book, guys. It's a lot of things you can avoid yourself in your own business. So, okay, chapter 4. The best decision I made regarding my coaching business. This was something I did at the very end of 2014, and I completely changed everything around. We started doing group coaching. We started charging correct prices for one-on-one coaching, and we started refusing to promote a lot of offers. We started refusing partnerships, a lot of these things like that, which I learned from the previous year. So all these things, guys, you can simply just adapt into your business. 2016, the biggest lessons I learned so far. I apologize about the numbers at the end of all these, guys, but 2015, the biggest lessons I've learned was definitely regarding pricing, and I'm going to share that with you guys on this webinar right now. We've sold coaching programs from various prices. We've sold services for their various prices, and we found that you can sell from a sales page or a sales video anything up to the price of $497. You can sell this, and we've had massive success with this. We have found that when you increase that price to $997 or $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000, there must be contact with the client. There must be initial contact from it, be a Skype message, a Facebook message. They've purchased your product, you've talked with them, they've went through your coaching application process. In that case, if it's over, let's say $1,000, the direct to sales page approach does not work. So that's a valuable lesson I learned in this year. Basically, I learned at the very start of this year. It set us back about 3 weeks in our business. We moved things around, we adjusted, and basically back on track. So we go really into depth in that. Okay, guys, before I move on to the next slide and the next chapters, is there any questions on the slide you see at the moment? Does it sound good? Any feedback? Let me know and I'll just grab a drink. No questions? Okay. Excellent, guys. Okay, right, let's move on to chapter 6. Right, there's types of coaching programs. There's one-on-one coaching, which we break down. There's 4 or 5 different types of one-on-one coaching you can do. You've got group coaching, which is, to me, again, that was probably the best decision I made. Rather than do one-on-one coaching with one person for a small fee, you could actually do group coaching with 20 people. Much better group interaction. You get to help more people at once. Members get to help each other. So this is another type of coaching. And services. That is something, for example, we get clients come up to us always and they would say, Kevin, I need to make $1,000 in the next week, or should I go on Fiverr and start doing logos for a Fiverr or something like that? I definitely don't recommend going that route. Basically, never go the outsourcer route, go the professional route. So, to give an example, since 2008, 2009, we've been designing squeeze pages for our clients and our subscribers. We're able to charge, again, $300, $400, $1,000. We have a copywriting service where basically people that come along and they want to launch products and they need a copywriter. So from there, we hire our copywriter to do the work and we charge them. So again, but the point here is you could apply this to any business model. We meet so many people who have web design skills, so they can offer these. If you're a copywriter, you can do copy. If you're good at editing videos, you can do logo animations. If you're good at graphics, you can do graphic design. It's basically a never-ending list, and it's something you should never ignore in your business. I think my motto in a lot of cases has been, something that I can't automate, I would try and outsource. So I've always kind of, if I can see a job that I can take on and make a profit on it, even if I can't do the work myself, I would accept that job and pay the basically the best people to do it and charge a rate for that. So that's, and there's so many different types of services and coaching opportunities to charge a higher price. Okay, we got a question in there. Norm, how do you do your Skype direct calls and marketing and coaching program? Did you get the impression that people liked? Okay, let me read that out. How do you do your Skype direct calls for a marketing and coaching program? Do you get the impression that people did not like getting contacted that way for a sales call? Excellent question. Okay, my approach is very, very unique. 90% of marketers I see are taking an application form and then contacting the person. So basically they put in their Skype and they put in their phone number, and then they have some sales representative, I would say, ringing them 2 or 3 times trying to set up a time for a call, and then ringing them back. And there's delays in this process, and sometimes the person cannot be contacted. So my approach is, when someone completes a coaching application form, they're then asked to pick a time that we have available. So for example, if we're in the office from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, we select that the available times are from 9 to 5. The software will automate the process so that nobody can basically double book your call. And from there, the customer is expecting to be phoned at this particular time. So we have an automation email going out then reminding the customer about the call. The customer will receive a text message reminding them about the call, and keeping in mind that they picked that time for the call. So it works out much better. It's not a spammy approach. It's not a sales marketing approach in that sense. It's more like setting up a time for a meeting. I hope that answers your question, Norm. Excellent question. Okay, next is creating your funnels. There's different types of funnels there's different types of ways to attract people to your coaching program. Now, a lot of people would look at a product launch method, launch a product, get 1,000 people in to buy your lower price product, and get 50 to 25 people into your coaching program. And this works time and time again. The only downfall is you need to continue launching products. So normally you can only launch 6 products per year. So if you want, let's say, a coaching program that you can consistently launch all year round, you need to find other traffic sources. It's not required, but it does work best. So the next topic we cover is Facebook ads. This is a funnel we use ourselves. Facebook ads to a squeeze page, onto content-based value emails and videos, and then onto an application form. It works very, very, very good. And the last is basically what I call it is my powerhouse funnel, and you're going to get a mind map of how to do this as well. So it's more revolves around low ticket offers, which usually pay for traffic. It revolves around membership sites, which gives you recurring income, and then it's onto the coaching application form. In Chapter 8, we're going to go over the follow-up and automation process. I'm actually going to cover this in the webinar as well. Okay, guys, again, is there any questions on any of that before I moved to the next slide? Okay, good. Another good question, Norm. Did you test low ticket to membership site versus directly taking people to a membership site? Yes, I have tested that many times. Keep in mind, with a membership site, it's always a more difficult sell on the front end. It's also a little bit more difficult to get affiliates to promote an offer, which is, let it be $27 a month or $47 a month. Reason being, they know it's a harder sell and they expect their conversions to be lower. So what we found, I suppose the best way to do that is we feed our membership sites by launching lower price products. For example, you could have a lower price product for $10, and then part of the funnel could be your membership site as an OTO. And this works extremely well because if you launch, let's say, 4 new products a year, you can continue feeding your membership site and then once a year relaunch your membership site as a front-end product. Okay, the mind map, is it the one I shared last week? There is included in this program is 4 mind maps. One of the mind maps you guys might have seen, and then there's 3 other mind maps covering actually the CPA method, the product launch method, and the Facebook method. So these are 3 completely new mind maps which nobody would have seen before. Okay, guys, excellent. Okay, Kevin, how did your book launch go? Did you create buzz you wanted? Do you discuss that as a promotional market method in here? Okay, good question, David. Okay, my book launch was, I would say, considering it was my first book and I self-published it with very little experience, it was a success. We got about 400 to 500 downloads in the first week through Amazon Prime, and they're selling me small little commission checks. We also sold around 60 of them, which I found a little bit disappointing. The reason being, basically, I've launched PDFs, and the PDF could sell 1,000 copies for $9.95 in the space of a week without any questions. So when I put actually a lot of time into creating my first book, and I priced it at only, I think it was only $5 or $6, I expected a lot more people to actually buy. What I found out from there, I would say my particular list or the particular marketplace we're in prefers PDF guides and products on how to actually make money than books. So I think a lot of the people that bought it would have been, you know, even some of my friends and family, they purchased it, which they would have never purchased an online product. Did I get exposure from it? Yes, because when you publish something, whether it's a video, an article, or a book, it's something that can be used again in your business time and time again. We're doing a marketing event here in Mallorca, and my plan is basically print out copies, and everyone who attends the event gets to bring home a copy of my book signed. So you can use all these things as marketing exposure. Okay, we got a lot of questions here, guys. Okay, what's the Facebook budget for the funnels? My Facebook budget is, it starts on $5 a day, and that could be testing 4 different ad sets. So you could say $20 a day, and then once I'm able to scale them, I could scale each ad set to $20 per day. I recommend everybody start on a $5 per day Facebook budget with maybe 2 or 3 ad sets. So it's going to cost you $15 per day to get started and find the winner. And that's exactly what I do in my own business. We have a marketing budget, but we don't just throw money at Facebook. We start with a low budget, we find a winning campaign, and we scale. Excellent question, Chris. Where's my book? Andy, my book is available on Amazon, called Dropout Entrepreneur, if anyone wants to check it out. Okay, guys, I'm going to keep going with the questions. I'm going to keep going with the training here. We're going to talk about, in Chapter 9 in the I Am Coaching Guide PDF training, we talk about traffic. 3 different traffic methods we use: the Facebook profile pitch, and I give you guys a live example. I give you the complete message that I sent and posted on my Facebook profile, which generated just under $10,000 in 48 hours. I'm going to talk about that particular method, why it should be used, why it shouldn't be used, etc. The reseller opportunity is an excellent, it's a unique way to bring in more traffic. Some of my top affiliates are actually my students who have purchased my reseller program. So these will be the people who will go out and consistently drive traffic to your funnel. And the CPA method is a little twist where we ask other product creators to put our coaching application form in the back end of their launches. So again, it works out really well. I think, and I stated this in the book, it's called traffic. It's not one of those normal, okay guys, go do this to get traffic. It's 3 unique outside the box thinking ways that you can go get traffic. So very effective, they're tested, and they work. Chapter 10 is the part of the book where I want you guys to be able to walk away and say, okay, what niche am I going to launch a product or program in? How am I going to deliver the training? Decide how much time you're going to deliver the training in full. Decide what price you want to charge for your coaching, and create your funnel. Sorry, part 5, creating your funnel, and part 6, what tools do you need? So that is, let me just put that like that so you can clearly see it. These are the 6 questions here, guys, and if we have time near the end of this webinar, if someone wants to give me a live example, I will help as many people answer these 6 questions on this webinar. So, okay, guys, that's just a PDF training. I think there's a massive amount of content in there. Next is the Pro upgrade, the 10K in 21 days training. So the easiest way to cover this, guys, is I'm just going to log into the membership area and show you guys. So this is what we just covered, the PDF outline. Everyone who, if you decide to pick up this product, you're going to get this, the PDF, the Super Funnel mind map, all the resources that I use. You're going to get some extra training and bonuses here as well. We'll just go in and have a quick look at each of these, guys. So this is the mind map. This is, someone mentioned the mind map before that we have talked about. This is the exact mind map. And you can see here it's embedded on the site. And you can actually view it in full screen. Zoom in, use it any way you want. You can also create your own account with this program and copy the mind map. So guys, this is my Super Funnel mind map. There is training available for this as well. And it is you could say it's advanced, but what I cover, I suppose, is you do not need every part of this funnel. Okay, there's loads more, so let's continue. Next is the resources. All of the tools and resources I use to run my coaching program. For example, Aweber works perfect with Aweber Pro Tools, so I can segment my leads and follow up with them correctly. I use Acuity Scheduling. This Acuity Schedule, this is so the customer can pick their time for the coaching call and runs through our software, sends text messages, sends automation emails. Gravity Forms is when someone submits an application, they'll go straight to Aweber, they'll go into our Google Sheets, they'll be completely automated that they go into our emails, etc. So that's exactly what we use for our application forms. Zapier, a lot of people might be aware of this, some might not be. It is the most powerful program of 2016. It's not an affiliate link, it's not in like that, guys, but basically everything that goes on in my business, if someone signs up to, for example, my Aweber list, I can automatically sign them up to a webinar. You guys wondering how I did that? I did that with Zapier. If someone schedules a call, they'll go into a Google Sheets for reports. If someone fills out a Gravity form, they'll again go onto Aweber, they'll get a follow-up email. Zapier allows me to integrate pretty much all of these softwares and services together, and from there we deliver everything into Google Reports. So at the end of the month we've actually statistics from everything going on in our business by using Zapier. Very, very powerful, guys. So basically those are the 6 resources I use. I've got some extra training here and bonuses. There is Product Creation is Easy, a 20-minute training video, and how I make 1,000% ROI with Facebook ads. These videos are they have been released in the past 2 months only, and probably the best training I put out, which relate directly to coaching and basically high ticket sales. So all that is the front end, guys. You got some extra bonuses in there as well. Now I want to talk about the Pro upgrade. The Pro upgrade is everything in this tab, everything in this tab, everything in this tab, scaling, and the 10K in 21 days. So the Facebook traffic course is a 6-part training course on obviously Facebook ads. We set up and brand your funnel, funnel tracking, Facebook ad types, targeting, ad creation, and lead ads. If you know absolutely nothing about Facebook traffic or Facebook ads, you will learn everything you need in this course. If you are advanced, for example, you've already got your funnel set up, you understand how to track everything, you understand what types of ads you should be running, you're going to learn a lot, guys, from targeting and interests. Maybe you know how to create your ads. You're definitely going to learn a lot from Facebook lead ads, because that's probably the main, it's the main and cheapest traffic source for getting new leads daily is Facebook lead ads. So we cover that, guys. There's a massive amount of training in there. There's PDFs, etc. as well. Okay, now we're on to the 3 new mind maps. We have case study mind maps, product creation to getting coaching clients. I'm just going to open up all these guys in a new tab. And basically, I took the TV out of the living room. We came in here, we made some nice videos outlined in the mind maps. Let me just go through it. And you've got the mind map embedded below. So what you can do is you can follow the training where I'm talking you through the whole mind map. This is running a little bit slow because of the webinar, I expect. And then you've got the mind map below to follow it. So guys, it's the exact same for the 3 videos, 3 different mind maps, 3 different videos. And just, again, it's a little bit outside the box thinking, outside the box marketing. It's not just ideas, it's actually things that we use in our business and we've tested that actually work. So that is the mind maps. This is an excellent product. Thank you very much, Ant. Would you say it's better to start in the US market or in the is the UK market big enough? Okay, Andy, that's a good question. I'll be honest. You should never ignore any marketplace because we have the opportunity to market to everyone. Now, if you take the UK versus US, I think the US is whatever, 6 times bigger or 8 times bigger. Well, let's just take my business. We have a large following from Ireland, maybe because I'm Irish. We've got a large following from England, but 70% of my business is definitely based in the United States. So I think it would be a bad move to ignore it. If I was setting up an advertising campaign selling anything online, I would be targeting England, Ireland, Australia, United States, etc. Okay, guys, that is the mind maps. Lots of awesome content there. The automation process, there's a 2-part training video as well to this. I'm going over pretty much how we use all the softwares. I said Zapier and all the tools. We go over all of that. I explain how it all works. I explain different options that you can use for your coaching business, depending on what particular model you use. Next is scaling. And I'm just there's a video outline here, guys, and there is an Excel file as well. Now I'm just going to open up this in Google Drive, and there's 2 Excel files like this, and it's probably my favorite part of the program because planning and scaling. Sorry guys, my connection is running a little bit slow at the moment. Planning and scaling, okay. Okay, this is a formula that we spent a long time working on that it'll show you exactly what you need in your business to how many sales you want, etc. Now, if you have everything set to 0, you're going to get these little errors here, but let's just explain it from the start. If you're selling something online, generally someone's going to get a commission. If it's PayPal, it's 2%. If it's Stripe, I think it's 1.9%. If it's JVZoo, it's 5%. A lot of the time we sell with JVZoo. If you're going to have affiliates on board, obviously you have to give them a certain percentage. In this, just for this live example, guys, I'm just going to put in 0. Now, I'm going to skip down here and I'm just going to put in some product prices. Let's say product 1 is $497 and product 2 is $997 and product 3 is, we'll just put down 2997, and we'll put down product 4 as in 4997. Sorry, I keep hitting the wrong button. 4997. Okay, what let's start off with, we'll just start off and concentrate about this part here first. It's going to give you your profit without affiliate. You're going to see here, let me just fill in the number of leads. Okay, what you need to ask yourself in this case is you need to get your numbers right with Facebook to see how many leads you can bring in daily. Or for an example, if you have your own email list or you have your own traffic source, how many leads can you bring into your business? If it's in a month or in a week, just decide on that number. Now, I'm going to use the number that I know from Facebook ads that I can bring in at least 20 new leads every single day into my coaching program. So within the space of a month, I can bring in 600 new leads. If you've got a massive email list and you want to blast into an application form and a funnel, you could do this in a few days. You then decide on the cost per lead. Now, in general, we're paying between $1 and $1.50 per lead from Facebook. So just put down $1.50 per lead. Now, here you can see your app conversion and your sales conversion. Now, you decide that if I bring in 600 new leads, how many of them leads can I convert into an application? Now, I put down a very conservative number here of 10%. Normally, we work with numbers between 25 and 40%. Just for this example, I'm just going to put down 10%. And let's take an example that we got 600 leads and we've got 60 applications. How many of them applications can we convert into sales? Now, this is your sales conversion really relies on the price of your product as well. If we're selling a $5,000 program, we could probably get 10% conversion. If we're selling a $500 program, we could probably get 75% conversion. So what we got here, guys, is, again, it's going to show you how much money you can make with your actual coaching program, how many leads you need, how many applications you need, how many of them applications you can turn into sales. So if you take the first one, you're selling a $500 product, you're going to get 600 leads, 60 applications, and you're able to convert, let's just change that to 50. You're able to convert 30 of them into sales. Your cost per client is $30. Your profit per sale with an affiliate is still, because you've no affiliate, if you put in 50% here, that would obviously change. And then you can see your total profits. So the way I've used this in my business, I suppose, let me just explain this. I've explained this a lot better in the video, guys. The only thing you need to edit in this sheet is what's in white. You've got 2 columns here, 4 columns here, and the prices here. Down the bottom, you can see it's going to automatically fill in. Now, what I say to you, let's just change these to 0. What I say to everyone is you should have more than one product or service inside your funnel. For example, you have an application that is genuinely interested in this product for $3,000, but they simply cannot afford it. You should have a downsell in place to offer them. So you change your prices here. You can decide what products you want to sell, and then you can decide, okay, how many of those can I sell every single month? So just for an example here, you've got a $5,000 coaching program, and you're convinced that you can definitely sell. If you put in 10% here, you can see here, you can sell 6 of these coaching programs by bringing in 600 leads every single month. So we put in 6 here. You can see your figures. Now, let's just come back and let's say your other program it's a $500. It's a downsell, and you're going to get 50% conversion on that downsell. So you can expect 30 sales for your $500 program. So 30 sales. Again, you could just see your numbers. Okay, I suppose the best way to use this in your business is if you want to make $25,000 per month, or if you want to make $50,000 per month, you need to decide on the prices of your products, how many leads you can get in. You need to know how much it's going to cost you per lead, and then you can decide how many you need to sell to make up that number. So we'll just put in 5, 5, 5, 5. You're going to get that number, but decide what works best for your business. So guys, does this make sense? This is the planning and scale, and there's a video that goes over all this. It's an extremely useful spreadsheet. I'll just answer any questions. I'm trying to get the head around coaching products. Is this something like 10 hours of one-on-one for $1,000 per month marketing advice, or can you just give me a quick example? Okay, Andy, excellent question. Yes, can we have the buy link, please? Okay, guys, I know there is people on this webinar that want to go, but I've still got lots of content I want to cover. So I'm going to skip a little bit, and I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to go back to Andy's question. I'm going to continue the training. Let's skip all the way down here, because I do understand people want to go. Straight to the point, no wind up or anything like that. The product, guys, that I'm selling for the front end is only $9.95. So again, it's a complete steal. I could have charged $1,000 for this. Because you guys are on this webinar and I respect your time, I'm going to give you guys a 20% discount coupon code. Noting that this coupon code is only going to be available for another hour and 15 minutes. So basically, once this webinar is over, at probably about 20 minutes to spare, you can pick this up. Once we go live, the coupon code will no longer work, simply because the product, it's definitely worth more than $19.95, and a lot of affiliates will not be happy if they see that a coupon code is available and they don't have access to it. So guys, you have to visit this link. It's iamcoachingserious.com sales-page, and the upsell, guys, which is everything in the membership area, the 10K coaching program, all the Facebook, the scaling, the automation, all the training series is $37. Again, guys, you've got a 20% coupon code, noting it is different, IMPCP20, and it is only going to cost you $29.60. So I'm going to paste that into the chat. Send to all. Can you guys do me a little favor, and please do not share the link with anyone until after 4 o'clock. It's a secret private link and a coupon code just for you guys on this webinar. I'm definitely going to get back to the training, guys, but I can see people are just screaming out for that link. Let me see. Can everyone see the link? Just type in yes or no if you can. It's not working. HTTPS. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm after giving you the wrong link. My apologies. As I said, guys, I am not very good at selling on webinars. I was very honest with you in that case. So this is the correct link. I'm just going to paste that message in again. iamcoachingguide.com/sales page. So I'm just going to paste it in there, guys. I don't need to be spamming the chat box in any way. Now, if you click that link, you'll definitely get the correct page. Send to all. Okay, guys, let me know if any questions, any issues. I definitely want to continue the training here. That works. Excellent. Okay, guys, there's a question there. What will I get for $9.95? If you want access to the front end, you're going to get the PDF and training video. You're going to get the mind map. You're going to get all the resources and all the extra training and bonuses for less than $9.95. It's actually $7.96 using the coupon code. You know, I bought your products before, and this is a no-brainer. Thank you very, very much, Norm. Guys, this is a complete steal, in my opinion. I've definitely completely over-delivered on this. We put 10 weeks of work into it, at least, and probably 8 years of experience testing and tweaking. What I want to do is keep going with questions, keep going with anything. Do we get the spreadsheet you showed us? The spreadsheet is... There is 2 spreadsheet formulas, and they are available inside the upgrade for $37. Now, we covered one of the spreadsheets, and I just want to cover the next spreadsheet here. So the $9.95 is a one-time payment. It is not per month. It's one-time payment. You've 100% access to all the training, and you're even protected by a money-back guarantee. So if you purchase, love it all, don't like it, whatever, send me a refund request, and there's absolutely no issues with that. As you can see, guys, you guys understand this. Affiliates get 100% commission if you actually promote this product. So I'm not giving out all this training to make a massive amount of money on it. I want people to have it. I want the maximum amount of people to have this training. It's something that works. It's something that can change lives if you are going to implement it in your business. So, okay, the 10K coaching program, guys, let me just go straight to the formula and cover this part. Video training, going over it again. But this is a particular model we are teaching. We've taught a few clients, we've ran it, and it's massive, massive success, and it's really, really easy to do. So, quick idea. I'm just going to open this up, guys, in my own Google Drive as well, because it does work. Okay, so you can see at the very end of the sheet, we've got $9,900, just under $10,000. At the top of the sheet, you've got your trial price, you've got your stick rate, and you've got your full price. On the left here, you've got the dates. Now, quick example. Let's say we would like to run a new coaching program starting the very 1st of May. We've got time to promote it. We want to give this a massive amount of time and effort and make it a success. Let's just change all these to 0. Let's change this to 0. And let's change this and this to 0. So everything is 0, guys. Everyone's following. This is powerful, guys. So don't miss. Pay attention now. Watch this. Right. If you decide that you would like to get 100 people to join a free webinar training, and where you provide a massive amount of value. It can be a 1 webinar training, or it could be 3 or 4 webinars over the space of 2 weeks or a month. That doesn't matter. It is your coaching program, and you deliver the content however you want. So everyone's clear on that? Let us know. Can't see the spreadsheet. Share my screen, you guys. Okay, guys, you should be able to see the spreadsheet now. Let me know if you guys can see it. All good, excellent, cool. Okay, so you're going to offer people a $1 trial to join your coaching program for 10 days. You understand that, and let's say the full price of your program is $97. Again, guys, if you want this to be $197, it makes no difference. It's your program. So you get 100, let's say, you get 150 people to join your coaching program for $1, and you understand that 50% of these people are not going to stick around and pay the $97. It's very common. If you deliver an awesome amount of value and you really over-deliver, obviously your stick rate will be higher. But let's use 50% for this example. Now, you're going to launch and start doing the training on the 11th. So this gives you 10 days. Your goal is to get 150 people into this. So it gives you 10 days to sell 150 at $1. And guys, I believe that I've never ran it in these exact numbers in the past 2 years, but I do believe that we could definitely sell 100 of these in the space of 48 hours. Using the Facebook advertising, if you've no list, you can come along and easily sell 20 of these every single day. So you're able to sell 20 of these through Facebook or whatever other means and methods every single day. Again, you could use affiliate traffic, just noting you would have less money if you're using affiliates. If you've got a big list, you could just put in, for example, you could try and sell 50. It does not matter. The numbers are still going to be the same. So, right, let's use the example of 20 every day. So keep in mind, on the first 20 people pay you $1. 10 days later, there is only going to be 10 people left. 50 of them are going to cancel. Sorry, 50% are going to cancel. So 10 days later, you're going to get 10 payments of $970. So there's the same process. If 10 people join on the second, 10 days later, 10 people are going to pay $970. And then you've got your trials as well. So this is, you can change around the dates and, for example, do it for 5 days and 5 days, but we've spent a lot of time testing and tweaking this to allow you to get the maximum amount of, enough time to get the maximum amount of sales, to deliver the content on this training day. And once people enjoy the content, then they can decide to pay. So guys, does this process and formula work and make sense to everyone on this webinar? How you could use it in your business. I give you a lot of ideas inside the 10K coaching. I'm just going to give you a quick look at it. Start here. It includes another PDF training guide and video as well. And I just want to show you guys one part of it here. We go through live examples of where we've used this in the past is with an offline consultant who was good at lead generation. So she's running a webinar showing other offline consultants how to get more leads and how to close deals. We've ran it with a client who generated $25,000 through a process of launching products, and he ran the process of this webinar where he told people exactly what he did, and again through this process he was able to generate $12,000 in the space of 15 days. It's outside the box thinking. It's not as complicated as it might seem. I could probably be explaining it better on this webinar. I'm looking at about 16 windows at the moment, but it's covered in depth inside the training program, and we show you exactly what way to process payments. I just want to cover this payment process in a little bit. PayPal no longer allows a person to pay $1 and then after 97 days pay 97. They allowed this feature about 2 years ago. For some reason they've removed it. You have the option of doing it with Stripe, and where you can offer a person a $0 free trial, pay absolutely nothing, and in 7 days or 10 days or 5 days be billed the second amount. Stripe it's free to get set up. It's very easy to integrate with your bank account. We use it all the time in our business. And then you have the JVZoo option. So there's just 3 options. We go over them in this training video exactly how they work. So guys, pretty sure. Okay guys, I just want to see, someone said the payment process is not working. Has anyone purchased this guide already? Let us know if you've purchased. Let me know if you've any issues. I will just... Guys, it looks like someone might be having issues purchasing this. I'm just going to check it out and make sure it is working. Any questions, let me know, guys. The checkout page seems to be working fine here, guys. Let me just check. I'm just going to bring up this slide, guys, so you can check it out.